Get this, switched on, in your face. It's a great place. I'm talking crunch and cookie hair. Oh, yeah. I'm talking chewing, kicking caramel. Oh, baby, smooth me out. Twix. How do you spell it? T-W-I-X. Twix. Believe it. Crunching, chewing, kicking Twix. Want a bite? Twix. It kicks.
How to be a pest. Lesson 15. Repeat everything that is said to you.
Stop repeating what I say. I mean it. One more I could do it.
The Pest. Opens everywhere Friday. Tonight, get intimate and interactive.
Won't you come with me to a place in a little town?
As Silverchair spends a quiet evening performing live and answering your questions in the Much environment.
Come on, abuse me more than I can.
Silverchair, intimate and interactive, tonight on Much Music.
What inspired you at first to become a musician?
Nothing, we were just mucking around in the garage.
Yeah. Nothing inspired us at all. We just did it for something to do because we were bored.
Because you were bored?
Yeah.
I'm playing on this dancing line, but I don't see it showing any signs of fail. Oh, my brain, I feel good and start to heal. Although I would like it to.
We formed the band in 1992, I think, and me and Ben were just playing around, just jamming, doing Elvis songs and that, and then we decided that we needed a bass player because it didn't sound too full with just a two-piece, you know what I mean? So we got him, and then we started writing some songs.
We got signed to Murmur.
We got signed to Murmur because of a national demo competition that we entered, and yeah, we won it and won like a film clip and a day in Triple J Studios. So I recorded our song and did a film clip, and someone from Murmur Records obviously saw it and rang us up and said, "Do you want a recording contract?" And we said, "Yeah, all right."
So it's a big change in your life, huh? Like, you went from being a garage band in Newcastle to suddenly with your first single selling more than In Excess and Midnight Oil, and like one of the top 5 ever Australian songs. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Was it a big, okay, how have you been able to stay grounded through this whole thing?
Staying at school stops you from getting a big head, because if you get a big head at school, you get ripped off a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you just gotta stay as normal as possible.
You guys have like an oath that you made to keep each other in line?
No, we just rip each other off if someone says something.
What's that mean, rip each other off?
Burn them, make fun of them, have fun at their expense. Yeah, that's what it means.
I was talking to your dads. Was it their record collections that you kind of discovered what rock and roll was, or did you pick it up from radio?
Probably theirs, because we couldn't afford our own or anything like that. So just listen to theirs.
What'd your dad have?
Black Sabbath, stuff like that. Led Zeppelin.
And yours?
Same.
Same?
Yep.
It's funny because most people don't, you know, they look back on the the really hard rock and roll bands, and they start with kind of Deep Purple and work out, and Black Sabbath sometimes get lost in all of this, but they were a very loud band for the time, really hard rocking band.
Yeah, they're around.
And you didn't have the chance to ever see them live, of course, so you just had to work from the records.
Yep.
Which tunes did you cover off of theirs? Did you play some covers of theirs?
We tried Paranoid.
Paranoid, We tried some other Sabbath songs. We played some Zeppelin songs, some Deep Purple songs, Hendrix, stuff like that.
What did you pull from all of those bands? What kind of a thing could you learn from listening to their music?
Just like the kind of, I don't know, just then we like the rock kind of sound. And Black Sabbath, we really liked the riffs they had and stuff. So we started writing around that kind of stuff.
Was the writing easy? Did it come easy?
Yeah,
Some people think like it's an easy process. Some people say it's really tough to pull songs out. So do you start with riffs? Is it more a riff thing?
Sometimes it starts with just lyrics, but sometimes it starts with riffs. Just depends.
Do your parents encourage you a lot in what you're doing?
Yep. Yeah, they're supportive of us in that.
Yeah. So they pretty much agreed with what you're doing since the start?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. They've been pretty good.
Yeah? So apparently some of them are with you on the trip too?
Yep. Yeah, 3 days.
Cool. So you get along well with them?
Yeah.
You wrote a song called A Pure Massacre to talk about war. Is it important for you to have a message in your songs?
Not really a message, just more like, I don't know, something you can relate to. If you see something, you can relate to it and stuff. And, I don't know, yeah, and you're interested in it, then you write something that's not really like you going out and telling people what to think. It's not really a message. Just what you want to write about.
Do you ever find that like people tend to judge you, make judgment based upon your ages? Like you're 16 now?
Yeah, yeah. Some people are focused on your age more than your music, and that's kind of annoying. But yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, so we just don't worry about it.
Do you feel sometimes people look down on you because you're young?
I hope not.
I do. I reckon they do, but it doesn't bother me at all. I don't really give a shit.
No more maybes. Your baby's got rabies. Sitting on the floor in the middle of the Andes.
When you wrote the new album, you wrote Freak Show. Does it put you in that classification of freaks? Where do you come up with that? Where does freak come from?
It's just, we saw similarities between the early freak shows and just being in a traveling rock band. I just thought it was similar in ways. Just the way people look at you Australians just because you're in a band and you're part of the kind of show. We thought Freak Show was a good name and good theme for an album.
Yeah, I'm a freak of nature. Yeah, I'm a freak.
Where's your music going? Is it going heavier? Is it going more technical? What are you doing with the new music?
We just wanted to branch out. We just wanted, on the first album there was quiet and there was loud songs. And on this album it's like the quieter songs are quieter and the louder songs are louder. It's just, we just wanted to branch out and experiment with different instruments and different sounds and stuff.
You played the timpanis and you had the violins. Is this something, how are you going to recreate that live? Or are you worried about recreating that live?
We're not worried about recreating that live. When we play live, we want it to be different than on record. We don't just want to redo what we did on the record, otherwise you could just get cardboard cutouts and chuck the CD on. We just want to, it's a lot rawer, it's a lot more energetic when we play live.
You'd be looking at the
exterior of that world-famous broadcast center known as the Chum City Building, home of much music, and the site tonight of yet still another cool, intimate, and interactive. Tonight featuring Silverchair.
Now, Bill is going to be inside with the band in a nice intimate setting, but I'll be out here with all of these fans, and we will be taking your questions.
I think it's very cool that Silverchair are here tonight because, did you know, today marks the worldwide release of Freak Show today, and they're here in Canada. And also, I don't know if you know this or not, but Canada is the very best market internationally for Silverchair. Very cool.
Excellent, and that's no surprise. As you can see, all of these people have been here from the wee hours of the morning. We'll be taking your questions via fax, phone, and email, so write down the numbers that you see on your screen right now. Get your questions in early because, as you can see, you're in competition with all of these guys.
I'm ready. I know you're ready. Kathleen, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Okay, here they are, Silverchair.
Yeah, rock on. For this song, we've got another guitarist. He's not going to stand on the stage because he's a bit embarrassed. He's going to stand over there, so if you can see him, you give him a round of applause. There it is. Need to ask a question, calling out my name. Nothing seems to matter. Wish I had a clue. Come on, abuse me more. Well, I don't think you like me. Well, I hate you as well. No one seems to like me. Wish I couldn't tell. Come on, abuse me more. I love you. Come on, keep talking 'cause it's true. Come on, abuse me more. I love you. Come on, keep talking 'cause it's though the statement's over, though the statement's over, though the statement's over, though the statement's come on, abuse me more. I like it. Come on, keep talking 'cause it's true. Though the statement's over, 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 Thanks. Thanks a lot, everyone. The next song's off our new album called Freak Show, and it's called Cemetery. I'm going to do it by myself. Need a change, not to imitate. live in a cemetery full of goodwill and integrity. See, I have no specialty. Here's a warning, I'll give you clay, clay burn. I live in a cemetery. I need a change, not to imitate, irritate. I live in a cemetery.
This is that grunge song.
It's 12 o'clock and it's a wonderful day. I know you hate me, but I'll ask anyway. Won't you come with me to a place in a
Thanks. It's good to see people standing up. Thanks. This is our next single.
very loud. What? What? Very loud, very good and loud. Well done. Very cool. You know what? There's still a whole lot more playing from Silverchair coming up, and also a lot of talking, and that's where you're involved. If you have maybe a phone call or a fax or email, here's how to get in touch with Silverchair tonight.
If you would like to get intimate and interactive with Silverchair, for questions and comments, the toll-free number to call is 1-800-265-MUCH. That's 1-800-265-6824. By fax, the number to call is area code 416-591-MUCH. That's area code 416-591-6824. You can also communicate by email. The address is silver@muchmusic.com.
Does everybody get that? We want to hear from you, so please get dialing. Coming up, some more Silverchair, but first, an ever so short break. So please, hang on. Yeah, what'd you think? Nice and, yeah.
So you feel like doing something with your life, maybe going to university, but with no money, how do you get a foot in the door? Well, at the Royal Military College, we pay your tuition, plus a guaranteed salary while you earn a highly respected degree. It's the regular officer training plan of the Canadian Armed Forces. Call and see how far you can go, if you've got what it takes to fill these.
How to be a pest. Lesson 92. Sing the theme from Bonanza.
We got right to begin a little fight bonanza.
John Leguizamo is
You suck, okay?
The Pest. Opens everywhere Friday.
What's the most important thing you put on?
Well, it feels soft and smooth against my skin.
It's silk, right?
Soft and dry silk and solid.
There's a touch of silk in new Soft and Dry Antiperspirant. Powerful protection now glides on better for a difference you can feel.
Now I get it. The most important thing you put on.
Feels just like silk.
New Soft and Dry, silk and solid.
I've been locked out.
Saturday on the Much Music Big Ticket.
Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you.
Crowded House performed their last show in front of the Sydney Opera House.
From the heart, you know what it means to me. When your seven worlds collide. Hey now, don't dream it so.
Crowded House, Farewell to the World, Saturday on the Much Music Big Ticket.
You're back with Silverchair. They are intimate and they are interactive here tonight at Much Music. It's like the first set. There's still a whole lot more music coming. I liked it. It was very good. You know what I'm expecting, though? You know what I'm expecting? I think a herd of wild elephants with bearded ladies to come walking through any second, because our set design looks a lot like Freak Show. The album cover and the whole concept of the album. Can I ask you why you called it Freak Show? Daniel?
We called it Freak Show because we saw similarities between a traveling rock band and the old traveling freak shows. Just because of how they travel around from town to town, and all the people out there think the people in bands are really different people, but they're not. And that's the same with the freaks. So that's pretty much it.
Very good. Even though I think Frog Stomp went on to sell something like 3 million copies, and I know that you said you like Freak Show as an album much better than Frog Stomp. How come?
I think that we thanks Daniel. I think we played better on Freak Show, and I think the songs, because we were older when we wrote them, like I think they were just better songs, because we wrote like the songs on Frog Stomp when we were like 12, 13 or something. So we were kind of sick of them by the time we recorded them. Yeah, so they're just all like, you know, fresh songs. They're more fun to put.
Chris did that. I don't know what you did, but I'm going to be blaming you.
That was that little party trick.
Good one, John, you.
Thank you. Okay, I've done my share, and I have some more stuff to ask you a little bit later, but a lot of people here have questions to ask. We're going to start off with this guy, actually. What is your name?
Chuck. I was wondering, like, when you take bands like Rush or Primus or Blackwater, Vertical Smile, and I was just thinking if, like, a three-piece band was what you guys originally wanted, and if it has its advantages when you're, like, touring and stuff.
It has advantages and disadvantages. It's a lot easier touring-wise, because when you get in an argument, like we often do, you're just outnumbered all the time, 2-1, Ben and Chris versus Daniel. And, and yeah, but when you got a 4 or 5 piece, it's much easier to get a thicker sound, and you can produce what you recorded on the album a lot easier, just because on most 3 pieces albums there's at least 2 guitar tracks. But we don't care. Keep it simple, and yeah, simple's best, said Chris.
You are a traveling band, as you said earlier, but you know, maybe there'll be a little bit of fighting here and there, but you're all still very good friends. That's first and foremost, right? Yeah. Brothers, friends?
Yes.
Good, okay. You know what, we have a traveling speakers corner unit right across Canada, and I think we're going to take a look at a question. This is coming from Montreal, if I can direct you to a monitor. Over there.
Let me show you something.
Listen carefully.
Hi, my name is Dan. I work at HMV in Montreal. Have a question for Silverchair. I was wondering why you chose the song Tomorrow to be entered in the competition in Australia for the radio station, and why you chose to enter the competition in the first place.
Go ahead, Chris. Do you want to handle it?
I think Tomorrow was probably one of our better songs, and
I think they think so too.
we kind of entered the competition because we kind of just sort of did as much stuff as we could to get noticed and heard by everybody as possible, and that's my little trick again. And it kind of just worked.
And is it true that I read that you're maybe sick of Tomorrow a little bit, Daniel?
Yes.
Are you?
No, we don't mind playing it. It's just we've been playing it since we were about 13 or 14, so after 4 or 5 years it gets a little boring. But it's all right.
You're still very proud of it.
Think of Aerosmith there.
Aerosmith.
They've been playing some of their songs for like 15 years or something. They'd be kind of sick of them.
Looks like a lady.
That's true. He does. Okay, you know what? I think we have a phone call right now. Is our caller there? Who are you and where are you calling from? Oh, this is Derek from North Bay, I believe. Derek, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm on the line. I just want to say to you guys, this is the first time I've heard you live, and you sound spectacular.
I can't hear Derek. Derek, can you speak up a little bit?
This is the first time I've heard you guys live, and you sound spectacular. And I'm just wondering what your musical educational background is, like if you taught yourself or if you had lessons or whatnot.
Chris?
Well, we kind of just sort of started out. We had, we'd have a lesson and someone would teach us a cover song of someone else. So that was pretty much the lesson of the week. Yeah. And basically we just learned everything else by just sort of messing around and being idiots.
Okay. And I got to say, your album's going to go #1. I can guarantee you guys that.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
A lot of people here are wishing for that, and I'm sure it'll happen too. But I guess at school it was like folk songs in terms of music at school, wasn't it? Wasn't real.
We pretty much, my lessons were just when I first started figuring out Black Sabbath and Zeppelin songs, and then I saw a Deep Purple video, and Richie Blackmore said that he had classical lessons for a year, so I decided to copy him, and I did that, and I hated it, so I stopped.
Okay, you know what? We're on the web, and a lot of people are emailing some questions. And if you can look at a monitor, I think we're going to have an email question right now. Okay, it says, hey, I have heard some cuts off the new album, and I'm hearing you guys use different instruments, like the timpanis and violins and stuff like that. I want to know what brought about this change in your songwriting.
I think those sort of instruments were used just because the song kind of really suited it, and we kind of liked those kind of sounds that Led Zeppelin were getting with the on the, I think it was their Led Zeppelin #3 record, and just all the old acoustic violins and timpani, as you said, just sound really good for those songs.
This some people are calling it your third record, I guess, for that. Would you agree? It's almost like you skipped any kind of sophomore record and went right to an experimenting kind of stage.
We kind of just we experimented a lot more because on the first album we were a lot younger and we didn't have any recording experience, so we just decided to put down a really rough sounding, raw, live kind of feeling album, and that gave us more room to kind of experiment on this album and use different stuff, just because we showed people that we could play.
Well, I know that on Cemetery there's a string section, and when you do it live, you've altered it a bit. I guess some of the songs that have those elaborate arrangements are altered live.
Yeah, it's always good for a live, when you see a band live, the songs to sound different. Otherwise, we can just stick 3 cardboard cutouts and chuck the CD on.
Very good. Kathleen is outside, and she has someone, I'm sure she's very wet, and she has someone who also has a question. Kathleen, are you out there? Are you keeping warm?
I'm out here, Bill. Actually, yes, here we are with some many wet Silverchair fans, but they're having a good time nonetheless. Typically, I have Margosha here, and she has a question for Silverchair. What's your question?
My question is, how did it feel from being normal kids, leading a normal life, to becoming rock stars and famous?
Did you get that question, Bill?
Yeah, I think... Daniel, do you want to tackle that? Because I know the band hates the whole rock star thing.
Can the people out there hear us at all?
Yep.
Yeah? All right. We're not into the whole rock star crap thing that a lot of bands seem to get tied up in. We're just people and play in a rock band and then go home and eat food.
Well, Ben, can I ask you, what do you think is a rock star kind of thing? Is it an attitude? Is it maybe things that...
Teased hair.
I'm sorry?
Teased hair. that's my opinion of a rock star.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't add any more to it, I'm sorry.
Okay, you know what? There's still a whole lot more talking from Silverchair, and also some playing. But you got to hang on because we'll be right back. Please don't go away.
Be active, but beware. Use an ordinary stick antiperspirant, you get flaky white stuff. Until now, Gillette introduces the antiperspirant stick with a clear advantage. New Gillette Clear Stick. It's clear, so it can leave a white residue. And it glides on smooth and dry for effective protection against wetness and whiteness. So why get this when you can get the clear advantage? New Gillette Clear Stick. Or try cool, refreshing clear gel.
Darling, you look marvelous.
Yes, I've lost weight. I am down to 8 ounces. You got more features, no?
More than you can imagine.
Amigo for Valentine's Day. The perfect gift for the one you love.
I could go all night.
No problem. I have a long life battery.
Get a free dozen roses on selected Amigo plans.
Will not be televised. Will not be televised. Will not.
Come off the satellite. This is like a dream. This is like a dream.
Silverchair are definitely here at March. They are intimate and they are interactive. If you just joined us, you missed a whole batch of really good music. Still some more music to come. But you know what, guys? We have another one of those traveling speakers corner units. And check it out.
Hi, I'm Brandon Thiessen. I'm standing here in front of the beautiful library here in Vancouver, BC, and I have a question for Silverchair. This one's directed particularly at Daniel. I heard there was a little incident on the beach with some of the Chili Peppers. There's some jail thing going on. Think you can tell me anything about that?
Daniel? What's the scoop there?
We were test driving a car for this magazine, and we were supposed to just drive it in the car park, but it was boring, so we saw the beach and it looked inviting, so we drove on it and got in trouble.
And that was with Dave Navarro.
Yes.
There was was there a day in jail? I heard a couple. No.
I just went there and these policemen looked at me and made me scared. And then I
You could have handled anything, I think. I think we have Matt on the phone. Matt, are you there, bud?
Hi.
Hi, Matt.
How's
What's
it
your
going?
question and who's it for?
It's for anyone. It doesn't really matter. I was just wondering if the band could tour with anyone, who would it be?
How about you, Chris? You want to handle that?
If we toured with Korn, they'd probably make us look bad. So probably someone old, like, be good to go on a tour with the real Led Zeppelin or something like that, if they could be alive.
Oh, cool. All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we would go on tour with TLC.
What about the Spice Girls, maybe? No, we want to talk about Spice Girls.
They're not really. Oh yeah, actually they're cool. Yeah.
Okay. And who has a question here? I think you do. Okay. What's your name?
Suzanne. I just want to know what you do for fun, like in your spare time.
Any spare time?
Sleep.
We sometimes just sort of...
I surf.
You go to
You've
the
got
beach.
to talk into the mic, Chris.
I go to the beach.
I'm scared it's going to do my trick.
Thank you very much. Go, Chris. Yeah, go.
There's a lot of beaches around home, so we kind of spend a lot of time at the beach and surfing and stuff like that.
I think we're all in agreement there. You all love the beach.
I love my dog.
Ben, you? Beach as well?
Yeah, beach.
Okay. This is a fax that came in from Melissa in Montreal, Quebec, and she wants to know, she has read almost everything, interview and articles she can on you guys. So there's a whole lot of gushing in here, so let's just get to the point. What is Daniel's opinion on all of the comparisons that are being made between him and that K word? I guess Kurt.
I don't know. I don't care.
It's kind of almost old now too, isn't it?
It's kind of stupid, but doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Be
I've
honest,
got blonde hair, you know.
Be honest, Daniel.
Yeah, it worries me a lot.
Somehow I think you're lying there. But anyway, we're going to go outside once again. We have Kathleen standing by at the Speaker's Corner booth attached to the building. And Kathleen, are you keeping dry at least?
Yes, we're out here, Bill, outside of the Chum City building, and as you know, it is home to the original Speaker's Corner. And speaking of which, we have Nick and his dad who have a question for Silverchair. You guys ready? Go ahead, ask your question.
Yeah, Daniel and Ben and Chris, I was just wondering, I heard you usually tour with your parents, and I was just wondering if that cramps your style.
Doesn't really.
We don't have style to cramp.
It's all right. We kind of... hello. They just sort of hang around. They don't really annoy us that much. I mean, they don't do that much with us. They're normally off doing something else. They just really come to the gigs and sit around and watch, I suppose.
Doesn't seem to be a generation gap there at all.
They're not here at the moment, so we can say whatever we want about them.
Be nice, though. We have another email, if we can take a look at that right now. And I can't see it. Okay, here it is. I don't know if you can see this. It says, Hey guys, first of all, I love the new stuff. Glad to see the creativity coming out in the music. And I think they go on, and I think they want to just get to the point, and they ask, do you guys like to read? Do you have time to read, maybe?
Sometimes kind of pass the time a bit. I've read books like, I read Hammer of the Gods a little while ago, and I read a Jack the Ripper book not long ago. It's all right.
And you're not a big reader?
No, I go to sleep.
Because there must be time to read, I guess, in the stuff on the plane. What do you do on the plane? You just sleep on the plane as well?
Yeah.
That's it. No, you got to pick up those traveling Scrabble games.
In business class, we've got these little televisions.
So you watch them. What kind of channels can you get in the airplane? Way up there. Cable.
Videos.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
They pretty much suck, but it kind of wastes a bit of time.
Okay. And Ben? Are you
I hate
a reader?
reading. It sucks. It's so boring.
I think there was another part to that email. Was there? I think there was another part to that email. No? Okay. You know what? We do have the email standing by. You know what? You guys have something like 12 websites going on?
We've got a
lot.
few.
I know one official Silverchair website, but there's like a whole bunch of fans that come out and.
There's one that a guy called Pete Walton does. That's kind of the one we send a lot of stuff to him ourselves and keep him up to date. And there's another one that the record company actually does.
There's this one called Watson's the Cool One. Watson's our manager. He's a legend. He's so cool.
Okay, you know what? There's still a whole lot more talking from Silverchair coming up real soon. And you know what? You probably want to hear some more playing, right? Yeah, I agree. I want to hear some more playing. All that stuff is coming up and a whole bunch more, so please hang in there. Don't go away. Silverchair right after this break.
Don't be. Blue Notes makes hundreds of different fits and styles of cool, comfortable jeans for women. Which pair will fit you perfectly? Blue Notes, only at Thrifties. Relax. Blue Notes makes hundreds of different fits and styles of cool, comfortable jeans for men. Which pair will fit you perfectly? Blue Notes, only at Thrifties.
This Valentine's Day, Durex Chic presents Much Music's Get a Heart On. Show you care by dedicating your favorite romantic video to that special someone in your life. Just fax us at 591-MUCH, email at hearton@muchmusic.com, and check out the website. Let us know who you think is sexy at www.muchmusic.com. Then tune in Valentine's Day to see if we play your video. It sure is, and there's no better way to say I love you this Valentine's Day than with Much Music's Get a Heart On all day Valentine's Day. Coast to coast, from St. John's to Victoria, this is the nation's music station. From St. John's to Victoria, this is Coast to Coast, from St. John's to Victoria, this is the nation's music station. Victoria, this is the nation's music station. Much Music.
Silverchair are dying to play, and these people want to hear them real bad, right? How bad do you want to hear Silverchair play? Coming up as a favorite of a lot of people, we have Israel's Son coming up, and in a few short moments, we're going to take a look and listen to Suicidal Dream. And I think And if I can, Daniel, I think we need to talk about a couple of these songs because both were misinterpreted. I know that sort of both were considered almost controversial. And I know that whenever you write, you have to relate to whatever you're writing about. It's very important for you. So how does something like Suicidal Dream relate to you?
The song is about teenage suicide, and it was just, I saw it on telly and it was concerning, and it was a good thing to kind of get off my chest, so I wrote a song about it. It's not meant to be controversial, but, you know.
Is there a particular maybe meaning? Is there maybe a meaning that you're trying to convey in that song at all?
It's up to whoever listens to it. They can kind of make their own meaning out of it.
Okay.
It's just a song. It's just words that I was thinking about.
Okay. Well, that's coming up and some other stuff. So, once again, Silverchair!
Thanks. This is the controversial one.
fantasy. I fantasize about my death. I'll kill myself holding my breath. My suicidal dream. Voices telling me what to do. My suicidal dream. I'm sure you will get yours too. Help me, comfort me, stop me from feeling what I'm feeling now. The rope is here, now I'll find you. I'll kill myself, I'll put my hand in the noose. My suicidal dream. Voices telling me what to do. My suicidal dream. I'm sure you will get yours too. Dreaming about my death.
This song is also off a new album. Trained as rain can be. Love is gone from me. Drained of strength is free. If only I could breathe. Smelling dead roses. Smelling dead roses.
that his friend will never be found when he's informed that he it's all over now. Mother Nature struck once again. It happened oh so fast. My only question's how could they let that building descend?
Thanks. This is called No Association. You may already know this song from a bootleg.
blood right out of me. Couldn't care less if I died right now. Who am I don't know. You tell me, you seem to know everything else. Need a pathway, need a guide. Contemplating suicide. Wish I could be like you. Say you care, but do you? Thanks. Thanks for being so patient and having to listen to us talk. Or if your light just more
Yeah!
Yes, we'd like to know how your cosmetics club works, please.
Sure, you get this card, and every time you make a purchase of $20 worth of cosmetics, you get a stamp. When your card's full, you get $20 of your choice of club products free.
Can we get free hair colouring? Eyeliner?
Yes, you can.
Earrings?
Of course.
Can I get those little scented bath beads? For my mum. Can we get a new drummer? For your mum?
The Shoppers Drug Mart Cosmetics Club. So much more than just cosmetics.
For the most interior room in its class. For so much car for so little. It's a #1 value from Mazda. Mazda Protégé. Everything's big except the price. Test drive a 1997 Mazda Protégé today. Protégé by Mazda.
There's only one speaker's corner, and that's this one.
I saw this booth and it said CTV Talks, and I thought, what's up with that?
CTV's attempt is feeble. I think it's a bunch of crap.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Find something new. Nothing beats the real Speaker's Corner.
They may be imitated, but they'll never be duplicated. And this goes for charity, too, so that's even better.
I think you gotta be original. Originality works.
Speaker's Corner, a Much Music original.
A frenzy of music and action.
You are back with Mosh and Silverchair are here. They're intimate and they're interactive. You know, we got one more song coming up, and it is Israel's Son. And somehow I knew that was going to be the response. And you know, I have to ask Daniel, because Daniel is the chief songwriter in the band. It is one of those songs again that were considered kind of controversial, whether you wish that to happen or not. And look, I'm getting closer. I'm right behind you now. Boo! We have to talk about Israel's Son. I understand you watch a lot of TV. This is another song that was based on something you watched. It was a documentary on the horrors of the Holocaust. Is that true?
Can I speak into your mic, please? It's about just a dream I had, and then I was just seeing all this stuff on telly, and it was similar to my dream, so I wrote a song and, you know, just put some personal stuff in it, like all the songs, and that was it.
And these people are dying to hear it, and you know what? You ready to go? But first, we want to see how Kathleen is doing outside. We got to see how Kathleen's doing outside. People have been out there all night. They're getting rained on. Kathleen,
well,
where are you?
Before we say goodnight, Bill, from out here, the general consensus is, from the street, we want more music.
Well done. Thanks for hanging in with us out there. I know you're very wet, but you know what? You ready? Are you ready? Come on, make some noise. I can't hear you because you know why? Silverchair!
If you're not here soon, I'll kill your friend instead.
This has been a Much Music production.